Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're all here by now. I'm Linda from CIS, and I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today for an overview of our service. For those of you who don't know us, CIS is a private company located right here in New Jersey. We're in Morris County, New Jersey. The owners are Chris and Don Colabella. It's a father-daughter duo. And for the past 32 years, we've been reporting on projects. What sets us apart from the other services out there is our local focus. We're located right here in New Jersey, right in your own backyard. And as a company, we only report on jobs in the New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia market. So if I scroll down here for a little bit, you're going to see our coverage area. So we're located right here in the northern New Jersey area. We exclusively chase projects in New Jersey, Eastern PA and Delaware, and then parts of New York, which is why so many local contractors and suppliers are using CIS because we're locally focused. So I'm going to log in and show you what you will see when you log on to our live service. Okay, let me get rid of that right there. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So like I said, this is a live demonstration. For those of you who aren't familiar with this, and maybe some of you are, this is just going to be a little refresher. CIS, we call the desktop my homepage. That's your homepage or desktop. We call it my desktop. Underneath the desktop, you're going to find my saved reports, which are where all the projects are located. Daily report, last viewed report, index report, and then you can create your own, which I've already done for you, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. So all the projects are in the left side of the desktop, and then on the right side of the desktop, you have a search bar. So the search bar allows you to search for projects. You can search for contractors or subs, suppliers, equipment dealers, engineers, owners, and sub requests. So everything's all inclusive. Whatever you need to search on CIS, you just search it in this bar. You just hover over each icon here to find out what it is you're looking for. And then you could do by service area. So if you work in North and South Jersey, maybe you're looking for something in North Jersey this time. And then you could just use the search bar here. Very simple to use. Everything's in one place right here on your desktop. That's one thing that our clients love about us is the ease of use. Underneath our search bar, you're going to find my track filing cabinet, my track folders. What this means is as you're using our service, first of all, well, let me take a step back. This webinar today is for HVAC related contractors, suppliers, and equipment dealers. So anyone that's involved in HVAC was invited to join us today. And some of you might be from New York, New Jersey, or Philly, but for today's purposes, I'm showing you the state of New Jersey. So we're going to go through projects in the state of New Jersey. However, if you were looking in Long Island or Eastern PA, everything is set up the same. My track files, to get back to that, if you're subbing as an HVAC contractor, you would track the GCs that you like to work for and just put them in your filing cabinet here. And then whenever these guys pick up plans or place a bid, the computer here is going to alert you, like it did over here in the project section. I'm tracking some projects, and the system alerted me that since I last looked, there's 6 projects that have been updated since I last looked. So if I click on this, it shows me there's 22 jobs altogether, but the ones that were updated go to the top of the list so that I could very easily identify them and then click on them and read the updates. So that's our filing cabinet and the way the alert system works. So let's get started today with the daily email report. Every single night, we send our clients an email, Monday through Friday, informing them of the projects that we reported on just for that day. So there's going to be new jobs, there's going to be updated jobs, and then you're going to get bid results every single day, Monday through Friday, and it's same day information. So for example, if I look at today's daily email, first of all, it's self-explanatory. It's identified as your daily email because we actually emailed it to you last night. It gives you today's day, which is Wednesday. And then it gives you the categories. So I actually selected these categories, but I'm going to remove 2 of them because I don't think anyone here is for roads and bridges and underground utilities. So I wanted to stick to the building projects. So here's the daily report, and I'm just going to show you new buildings and old building trades for public work. That's what we're looking at. All right, sorry, I thought that was changed. All right, so back to the daily email. Now we're looking at any building related projects and trades. Now, we report on two types of projects. We have a team of about 40 reporters. Half of them are focused exclusively on private work, private development. The other half is focused on your public bid work. So I'm going to start for those of you that are interested in private work, because that's the first thing that shows up on our daily report. The daily email has 5 tabs going from pre-planning to planning, out to bid, results, and negotiated. So the first 2 tabs are for private planning work projects. What does that mean? Well, that means that the CIS reporters go through the monthly meeting minutes from the actual town planning boards. And we're looking for jobs that are happening right in your town, right in your own backyard. Commercial buildings, residential developments, warehouses, what's happening in my town or in the geography that I like to work in. Pre-planning is very early on. This might be for like a supplier that wants to get their product spec'd, right? So pre-planning is very early on. The private owner is going to the boards, informing them of what they would like to build in their town and whether or not they're accepting, it's something that they would be have a positive reaction to. So for today, there's 3 projects in the pre-planning stages. 2 of them are brand new. So you and our customers are seeing this for the first time. And then this one is updated, which means we've already told you about it, but it was updated today. I'm just going to look at the first one. It's in Old Bridge, which is in the central New Jersey, for those of you that might be in South or North Jersey. So it's privately funded. That's what this means. The name of the job is the Oaks at Glenwood, and it's in Old Bridge. When I click on the project name would be the Oaks at Glenwood. That's how I would search it here in the search bar under projects. It's on Route 9 in Old Bridge. There's an attorney that was listed on the paperwork at the town board meeting. There's also the developer Edgewood Properties, for those of you who might have worked with them in the past or be familiar with them. We got some architects and engineers listed. And again, this is your private sector projects that we're reporting on that we get from the town planning boards. What I like to do is go straight to the description to find out, first of all, is this a job that I might want to sub for? So, or supply for, right? So phase construction of 1,350 residential units and some affordable housing. Phase 1 is for single family homes. Phase 2 is for the apartments. And then there's a bunch of phases, clubhouse, so on and so forth. There's 6 phases altogether. 4 private sector projects. We're letting you know what they want to build. Is it a hotel? Is it residential? Is it mixed use? What type of project is it? How big is it? And how tall is it? So we're giving you, how many units in this case. If you are a HVAC contractor, supplier, equipment dealer that likes to do big residential developments, then you're going to go to the planning notes to find out, what is CIS telling me today? Well, we're telling you that the general development plan will be reviewed on 9/28 at a board meeting. So again, pre-planning very early on, and they just want to present this plan with their idea of what they want to do here on Route 9. And you're just deciding if you want to track to put it in your filing cabinet or not. That's it. Do I want to track this in my filing cabinet? If you don't, then we just take it off. All right, very simple. Next tab. Once they get those early pre-planning approvals that the town's accepting of their idea and what they want to build, then it goes from pre-planning to planning. So there's 7 jobs today going through the planning boards that we reported on. One of them, again, is brand new, and the rest are updates. So again, I'm going to look at the first one in Newark, New Jersey, and it's for some kind of apartment buildings on Madison Avenue. So again, your project name, location, we have a developer listed, design firm or architect. And the work included, let me explain what that means. Privately, we report on all ground up pretty much, right? Except for in New York City and Philadelphia, we're hunting down private new construction projects, brand new buildings. They need all building trades. So whether it says HVAC, electrical, your main, they need everything. But the work included is some additional trades that might not be so obvious, like concrete or deck or demolition or elevator. So so you can pretty much ignore this as an HVAC contractor because it's a new building, they need your trade. Let's go straight to the description. As I discussed before, I'd like to go to the description first. They want to take down the existing building so they can build a 4-story mixed-use building with 915 square feet of retail space, parking, and ground floor and residential units. So a 4-story mixed use, basically. this might be, this might be a benefit for some of you that like to do projects that aren't so huge and something in between. So this is something that you're interested in. Now we want to go to the planning notes. Preliminary and final site plan was approved by the zoning boards on July 13th. So just a few weeks ago, we confirmed that this got their site plan approved by the zoning boards. So we see that's moving forward. You might want to track it and wait for CIS to update it with the next step. All right, so that's your private pre-planning and planning. What I'm going to do now is go all the way straight to the last tab called negotiated, because that's also private projects. So we're starting with private work on our daily report, and we're ending with private work. Private negotiated means CIS reporters, whether these jobs are still going to the board for their approval, we confirm that the owner is actually either GCing the job themselves or they hired a contractor, so that our general contractors don't waste their time trying to get on the bidders list when they already have their GC. But this would be something for you to contact as a subcontractor. All right, so negotiated. The first one is an updated project. But don't be fooled. If it's already in progress, and listen, this one says publicly funded rather than privately funded. There's public monies here, but it's still going out for bid privately. It was still a private bid. I'm sorry, it went out privately for a private developer and contractor. It did not go out to the public sector. So this was a private project. They have a contractor awarded, and it's in progress. So let's just take a look at this. If I look at this project, again, the project name, the work has started. It's in Chatham. Developer is Walters Group, and they're GCing their own job. So again, suppliers, equipment dealers, call the Walters Group if you want to get your foot in the door with your services. But first, let's go to the description. If I go down to the description, this is, so the description indicates, it's the first sentence, the most current, new 520 Southern Boulevard plan. So this is a new plan for 520 Southern Boulevard. They want to take down the Charlie Brown restaurant and build 62 units of affordable housing. The original plan was at 490 River Road, and it was a 62 unit affordable housing and 2 buildings. So the plans have changed since they first reported on it, and they want to build 62 units of affordable housing. So that's the project, right? So again, now we go to the planning notes, and it says as of August 8th, which was yesterday, that's how current the information is. Fast, current, up to date, that's what we're known for. As of yesterday, we confirmed that construction is underway and that completion is slated for the spring of 2024. And they just finished their demolition, and demolition is completed. So demolition started. So just to make this clear, this is our update for August 8th. Construction is underway. Completion is supposed to be done in 2024, and the demo is complete. Before August 8th, we updated this on May 1st. Demolition is underway. So this job just started. Even though it's in progress, it just started. So as an HVAC guy, you could still call Walters Group to find out if they need any of your services. So that's the private work. Now I'm going to move to the out to bid and bid results section, which is our public sector projects. So again, we have another team of reporters. So we have about, like I said, we have about 20 reporters focused on private work, 20 reporters focused on public work. Publicly, these public owners have to provide the projects in the newspaper, right? The public notices. So we've been doing this for 32 years. So we know who's still reporting in the newspapers and who's reporting online right now. So every day we're going through all these public notices, and we're letting you know that night when we send you this email what came out. So for today, and I'm going to do 100. I always do 100 on a page so that they all appear on page 1. Okay. 38 jobs we reported on today. Brand spanking new public, 38 projects. I'm sorry, 38 projects. The new ones are in bid date order, and they're identified. So these are the new jobs that just hit the streets, that just hit the public notices. They're labeled new. They're in bid date order, always in bid date order. And then what you're going to do is go through them, whatever this is, invasive species management, food service repair, modernization of elevator, field upgrade, storm replacement, pavilion, replacement of hot water tanks. This is a new one. I have it marked. I just want to show you this as an example. This is brand new. It's bidding on the 31st of August. And I just want to show you what a brand new project looks like. So first of all, if I go to the upper right, this was published today. That's why it's brand new, August 9th. We found out about it in yesterday's public notices. I already have this tracked. That's what it looks like when it's tracked. And it's in that little filing cabinet I showed you on the homepage. Basic information. What we provide on day one is whatever these owners put in the public notice. When is this bidding? What's the project name? What's the project number? Where is it located? Who's the owner? How do I get my documents? Is there a cost for the documents? Is there a pre-bid meeting? Yes, put that on your calendar, 8/17, if you want to go to the walkthrough. And the basic description right here, provide the replacement of hot water tanks at Essex County Hospital Center. That's all we know. It just came out. What happens next? Once we tell you about a new project, the CIS reporters are going to contact the owners and engineers to find out. We're going to ask for three things. Can you give us the cost estimate? Can you give us a scope of work? And eventually, once contractors start purchasing or downloading plans, will you share that with us so we can share that with our clients? Those are the three items we're asking for in every single project. Do we get all of that? No. Some owners won't give the estimate, but they give you the budget. I mean, they give you the scope of work and the plan holders. Some give you the cost estimate and the description, but not the plan holders. Even though it's public work, the only way for us to gather the information, if they don't release it, is through sending the OPR form for a Open Public Records Act. Anyway, so these are all the new jobs that came out for today, and you're just deciding, Department of Public Works, which jobs. That's facility improvements. Which jobs you want to look at. This one's bidding on the 7th. Basic information, $50. New Jersey prevailing wage. Oh, and this one happens to be a pre-bid, right? A rebid. I'm sorry, a rebid. So let's see what we know. This is a rebid that just came out. Basic information, and it's a single contract. And this owner, we already know on day one, will not share with us who is going to purchase the plans once they start purchasing the plans. So we're letting you know as a sub so that you don't call our customer service department every day asking if we have the bidders list when they won't release it to us. So that's our signal to you that the owner won't give it to us. But, we'll try our darndest to try and get some, contractors maybe that might have bid this job in the past or bids this kind of work. Anyway, regardless of that, on day one, this is a rebid. We report on bid results and save them for 3 years. So whenever there's a rebid, the first thing we're going to do is give you a link to the original bid. So right now we don't have very much information because it just came out. But let me click on the original bid and find out that this was supposed to bid 2 weeks ago. And let's see what we know. This one said that this job has to be done in 120 days. And we have some information about the project. So it looks like more site work, I guess. But just to give you some information, this is mechanical identification, duct installation, metal ducts. This is some information that we gathered the first time around. And we need to confirm if it's the same information before we post it on the rebid. So this gives you some information here. And again, the first time around, they wouldn't release the plan holders either. But if this job actually bid and we got the results, you would have been able to see those results. But I just wanted to let you know, whenever there's a rebid, we're going to give you the link. All right, let's move on. There's new jobs every day, which are identified here. And then there's updated bids, which means once we tell you about the project, we're going to update it with scope of work, budget, and plan holder list if they're willing to give it to us. This one is an example I have highlighted. The reason why I want to show you this is because this is an updated project where the owner gave us everything we asked for, right? So this job bids on the 17th. It's a public job for Ewing Board of Ed, and they gave us a budget, which shows up in this column, and it also shows up at the top of the page. So this project, if you were a client, we published this on June 9th. 2 months ago, we sent this to our clients, and they tracked it back then because they saw that as an addition and renovation. Since then, we found out that the job's going to be between 5 and 7 million, just to give you an idea of what the GC should be bidding, right? This is a GC bid that you might want to sub for. Again, all your basic information. They already had their pre-bid meeting. But you always want to look at the notes section. There's an addendum issue. The bid date has changed. It was supposed to bid on the 18th of July. Now it's bidding on the 18th. So they moved it back a month. So let's go on. Let's move on here. Here's your description. So the description is giving you an estimate for the base bid. an estimate for the alternate bids, so on and so forth. And then you could read through here to see if it's something that you think might need your services, HVAC and others as needed. And here's the list of plan holders as of today. So most likely we updated a plan holder that wasn't here yesterday, because once we give you the budget and the scope of work, the only thing that's going to continue to update until it bids is the plan holder list. And if there's any special notes, if they change the date. All right. So moving right along, those are your new and updated projects for the day. And I just want to show you how fast CIS provides bid results to their customers. This job was a service for HVAC roof replacement. TMB service was low bid yesterday in Bud Lake for $1.898 million. It just bid yesterday. These results were published on our website yesterday. And this shows you who else he bid against. So just to show you how very fast this information is. I'm starting to move along very quickly because I'm running out of time. The next thing I want to show you is my custom report. Basically, when you start CIS, what you want to do is go backwards. We just looked at today's report, but where's all the jobs we reported on before today that you might still have an opportunity to bid on? So just to cut to the chase, and we provide this information, we do training, it's for free. We have a phenomenal customer service department. We're not gonna, you have a live person when you call CIS, just some of the things that sets us apart from our competitors. But real quick, I created a custom report. I said, show me all jobs currently out for bid in the public sector for new buildings and building trades that have my keywords. So I personally put in some keywords: air conditioning, HVAC, mechanical. Real quick, let's just do a quick scan. So obviously these jobs again are in bid date order, and these are the ones that are bidding this week. Generator, police department HVAC, construction of a new building. So even though this is not a bid for HVAC prime, it's an HVAC sub bid for a new building, right? Bathroom renovations, water reclamation, boilers, maintenance. This one, I'm tracking this. This one's bidding tomorrow, but I tracked it. Why? Because this is just a prime bid for air conditioning upgrades. It came out a month ago on July 7th. It's bidding on August 10th, and it's just air conditioning upgrades. A lot of the owners are now giving you documents right in their plan rooms or their architect's plan rooms. So paper is going away. More and more of the owners are having you download plans online. But again, they already had their pre-bid because we reported on this a month ago. This is an air conditioning project. These are the keywords that are getting pulled from my custom report. And then these are the companies that you would be bidding against if you decide to bid this as prime. And I'm interested, these are CIS customers that might be subs or suppliers that would like you to call them to get pricing. All right, so, and then you could click on that if you want to be a sub to a GC bid. And then like, here's Linda Construction. All right, let me just go through this report real quickly because the time is pretty much, I'm out of time. Okay, this is a prime bid for you. Here's a sub bid for you. This is a GC bid for Watch on Hills High School interior alterations. Again, it's pulling my keywords. They did not give us a budget up here, but here is your scope of work: controls, sheet metal, vent piping, HVAC. We give you as much information as possible before even downloading the plans, just so you can see if this is a job for you. Here's your plan holders you can reach out to as a sub. The guys with the handshake, they're looking for subs. That's what that means. If I click on it, it tells me George Bergen is looking for all trades on this job. Call him. He's accepting sub calls. But these are all the companies so far that purchased the plans. And then if you want to put your name out for free, you just click on I'm interested. And only our clients could see your name there, and only our clients could do that. But real quick, before I have to shut down, these are just all the jobs out for bid right now. HVAC, new student lounge, new cosmetology suite. So you got your sub bids and your prime bids: service air conditioning, boiler service, renovations, HVAC, air filters. Again, if it's not in the if it's not a prime bid, it's going to be a sub bid for you guys. Building restroom, refrigeration, freezers, boiler, HVAC maintenance, modernization project, renovations, kitchen renovations, HVAC maintenance. As we're going through these, I would love to do a customized demo with anyone that's interested. Again, I'm looking at all of New Jersey right now. But the same will work for Long Island, Pennsylvania, New York City. I would love to do a customized demo just for you so we could really hone in on what you're looking for. Some of you might be control guys and you just want to look at all the controls projects. So hopefully this was helpful. It's very hard to provide a CIS review within 20 minutes. There's some things I didn't get to, but please call me if you would like a free one-on-one demo. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.